Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the National Volleyball Centre in Kettering, as we are now moments away from the gold medal match on the men's side. The heated rivalry, England and Scotland, playing for the Carol Russell Trophy. I'm Michael Hanson-Morris, pleased to have Dennis Shop alongside me. And Dennis, England-Scotland, always passionate, and two very good teams, and this game could go either direction.
Yeah, talk about a huge rivalry. First time playing after 2 years yesterday, and that game did not disappoint. Scoreline was 3-1, but maybe not reflecting how intense that match was. England came out on top with a 25-21 victory in the final set, but one of the sets went to 28-30, so definitely expect a long match here with a lot of intense flying emotions.
Indeed, and England winning that game 25-18, 30-28, 23-25, 25-21. But obviously both teams knew going into that game that this was going to be the gold medal game. Yeah. So potentially coaching teams left some things on the table behind, not showing their hand before the game. And it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. As we said, a lot of emotion, a lot of passion in that game. A couple of red cards dished out in set 4, and that's going to be important, controlling emotions.
Yeah, who can stay composed in this heated rivalry with the now added pressure of the gold medal match? I mean, you've got a lot of experienced players on both sides, namely for England, maybe their captain. They'll be leaning on Ryan Poole, number 17, I believe, the outside hitter. And for Scotland, a lot of experience as well. Cameron Hook, the main outside, but namely yesterday, Ewan Ramsey, standout performer, scoring 17 points in that game as an outside hitter. Definitely one to look out for as well.
Yeah, and we've got to credit the shirt. Head coach of England, Simon Loftus, see it right there on your screen. As team's about to get introduced, he's gone all out for the final. Obviously, the men split. Get your thoughts in the comments section. We'll keep an eye on that throughout the game. Currently got 75% of you thinking England are going to win as we pause for the national anthems. As we now introduce the Scotland starting lineup, we probably don't expect any changing. We've already talked about it. Number 1, Ewan Ramsey. He'll be joined by number 3, Mikhail Slovas. Number 5, David Mexon. Number 6, the other brother, Ioannis Stiovas. Number 9, the captain, Ewan Ramsey. And number 13, Cameron Hook. Then starting libero, Liam Darling, as Cameron Hook just gets himself sorted equipment-wise. But this is a really exciting team, Dennis. What's the key for Scotland today?
Yeah, I think serve reception is going to be a huge part they wanted to improve on yesterday. Only a 74% positive serve reception ratio. So if they're able to stay in system a bit more, I think that's going to give them a huge boost in their chances of winning this gold medal match.
As we now get ready to welcome the England team onto court. And they are starting with number 10 on a lineup, which is Ben Lucas. And then number 13, Sam Peters. Number 16, Noah Sykes will start as setter. Number 17, Ryan Poole. Number 18, Nathan Fullerton. Number 19, Zach Hadgett. And they're starting libero, Chester Serlin. Really could go so many directions with his England team, but we need to talk about Ryan Poole and that performance. Not just yesterday in this game, but across the whole tournament, being such a weapon. But for England, again, one of many targets, but the effect he has on the net as well, with the blocking, with the height up front. A little bit of a change in the group, so Max Mikowski is going to start at libero for England instead of Chester Searle, as Noah Sykes on the service line. And we are underway in the gold medal match, England-Scotland. And Scotland will get the first swing, well defended by England. Both teams going cross-court, a little bit of an overpass, but block touch, great pancake save by Ewan Fraser. But England win the point, big swing and a big first rally of the game.
There it is, a strong start from England and a great dig to start us off by Mikowski. Now we're all level early in this first set.
And England trying to run the middle of their own, and they succeed. We'll see that again, Dennis.
Strong swing, running that be quick to perfection. 2 blockers up, but finds a way around it.
And from kill to the serve line as Fullerton from the back row. That is almost indefensible by Ewan Ramsey.
Almost dug up and killed, but that is a brilliant line swing. You know, as a right-handed opposite myself, that false line, we call it, hitting almost between area 5 and area 6, so hard to dig up, right in between the seams. Last thing you're hoping is that the players land into each other, and net touch is not too bad in the grand scheme of things.
Hook playing defense. Scotland recycling. Mikowski gets a dig on it. It's going to be recycled, but it'll be a free ball Scotland. Fraser, middle attack, blocked and long, but good hands, but really nice finish.
Yeah, first time I think we've seen Scotland use the middle in transition, this time coming from Siovas.
Yeah, and that's where England had some success yesterday, was that block. We saw them run some triple blocks as there it is, right on cue, Sam Peters and Nathan Fullerton.
Yeah, big block to start us off. Huge block.
I think Sam Peters, his right hand closing the angle, but what's really impressive is the direction he got that as well. The turning of the hand to force it back towards the middle, away from the cover. As a little float serve for England. Hook from the back, splits the triple block. Fullerton was trying to close the gap with Peters, but found the seam, having a defensive impact. And England moved to 8 set points all of a sudden. That second time out by Scotland really not working. And that's going to be a line violation on the 3-meter line for the backcourt swing. And out of nowhere, England blows set 1 wide open and take it 25-16.
Yeah, what a way for them to take charge once they hit the 20.
Set number 2, obviously a couple of points after the sub, Scotland didn't win, so we are underway. Hook to serve, perfect pass again for England, and a perfect cross-court swing to start.
Yeah, you can see a tiniest of gaps in that Scottish block there, and Ryan Poole is never going to let that gap go beyond him. Great pass by Poole.
On the serve, at England's serve receive unit's done really well, and off the hands of the block, and nearly picking it up was Liam Darling, but just ever so agonisingly out of his reach.
But the game doesn't have to be won right here. You need to muster every point you can get to build momentum for the next one.
Fraser, back set to Mexon, and there's the energy from the Scotland bench.
That's what I was looking for the entire time. Just hold and support your teammates. Doesn't matter what situation you're in. The shortest amount, 3 sets, but you can push it to 5 if you really wanted to, just by energy and focus.
Poole against the triple, no issue, Ryan Poole.
Sorry, that was Ben Lucas there, I think. From the outside up against a 3-man block. I mean, he probably stands around 6 foot, 6'1" tall. Not afraid whatsoever. That is a decisive spike. Hayden Lawson currently playing for Stockport, one of the highest flying players on this English team. And now, what a serve. Down the line, picture perfect.
But you can just see the Scotland back row shifted over on reception. And England still just 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead here in the gold medal match. But as the set was tight, but Scotland able to recycle, but not effectively. Another error, and Zach Hadgett will make no mistake.
Absolute monster spike with that be quick cross-court sharp angle, easy as you like.
54-14. Looking for set point, and they'll ace it with Ryan Poole. And England 25 points away from the gold medal.
Yeah, Ryan Poole, what a player.
And it will be the setter, Noah Sykes, to get us underway. Set 3. It is 2-0 England. And Scotland win the first point as England can't quite press on the block.
Yeah, here we go. I love that assertiveness by Jonathan Black. Came into the game, bringing the energy, gets that kill there, and hyping his whole team up, both on court and off the court.
Fraser Again looking middle, but the block by Sam Peters solo finds the angle just inside that sideline. Two Scottish covers couldn't get there. Darling from the back. Fraser was trying to get there as well, but England tie us up at 12 apiece. To the attack once again is Jack Arnold. And he'll have an opportunity and he'll find it. Samson was left on his own, and that's a huge swing.
Yeah, great setting decision. You know, your outside's been blocked a couple times, so maybe England relieving some blocking pressure on that side.
And England starting to pull away in set 3. Maybe closing in on this gold medal.
Yep, always the midpoint mark where it matters. Which team pulls away first? Whoever pulls away first in that middle point mark is going to be so critical to winning this game.
Big swing, overpass, won by Hadjit on the joust.
Absolutely incredible up there by Makowski first, but won the joust again, one-handed, spreading apart as if it was a Y block in beach.
As Samson back set to his Mallory teammate Fullerton. Fullerton can't connect on the kill. Mexon, block touch by England. Fullerton back row finds Fraser. So out of system Scotland need this point. Might get it as England scrambling. That's a terrific recovery, but Scotland have options. Mexon cross court.
Swing, Mexon ends all hope for England, but what a chase down there. No mercy though, Mexon puts the hammer cross court.
As high ball by Ben Lucas. He'll sprint to the outside, goes line and clips it to perfection. Match point England.
What a swing by Ben Lucas. Almost a no-look shot, snapping it, his wrist down, crossbody, perfect line shot, and now gold medal point for England.
Ephraim Mills. Fraser, Mexon to stay in it. Monster stuff for the title, Sam Peters.
Building an absolute roof over Mexon. That was an incredible way to end this tournament. England have earned every bit of that game, bouncing back from that small lead built by Scotland at the start of the game, and they've done it. They've won the Five Nations Championships decisively.
And welcome back to Kettering, now joined by the Five Nations winning head coach Simon Loftus. Simon, how impressed with that display by your team this afternoon, or this morning even?
I'm delighted. The journey's been quite interesting for us, and we've been trying to build, and we had a couple of nervous moments yesterday, and today it seemed to click a bit better. And you know, the guys, I trust them with my life. They do an amazing job every time they come to the gym. So I said to them last night, I've got the best seat in the house. I get to watch them excel and do some amazing things.
And obviously not a difficult couple of weeks trying to work out squads, who you send to Luxembourg, who you keep here. But I think the diversity of the offense today really shone through. The fact that you've got so many options really paid dividends.
Yeah, it's been a remarkable journey. I talked earlier, after COVID, the first camp, we have 8 players, a lot of retirement, a lot of people unsure of the direction of the programme, and you know, to be able to have 2 groups of 14 good athletes, and I could have mixed and matched it more and the level wouldn't have been affected too much. It's massive testament to these guys. They've bought into me, they've bought into my support staff, and we work hard every time we get the opportunity. So it was good to get to showcase, and even better, we've got 2 16, 17-year-olds on the court at the end, which says for the future we're on the right path.
And it's obviously a difficult job for you. You've got so much talent on the bench. People we maybe going into tournament we expected maybe to see, didn't get an opportunity today, but that's a testament to the level of that group that started and how complex they played and just kept that consistency apart from a little slip early on in set 3.
Yeah, I mean, Scotland, they're a good team, they're well organised, they probably train more than us, they have more competitive opportunities with the small countries and stuff like that. They've been together for a long time. and they do good, you know. At the start of the third set, they've got to react. You know, we've smashed them to pieces in the second set. They've got to react, so fair play to them. They came out, they raised the volume. But for my guys on the bench, first 2 days, everybody's played, everyone's contributed. They're helping us with the training environment, and they're raising the standards, and it's more and more competitive every day. So, yeah, sports a meritocracy. And you see, I make the changes. One of the guys is saying, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm not doing this because I'm a nice guy. I'm doing this to win." Yeah. And the people coming off the bench, you see it. Hayden comes off the bench and serves an ace straight away. Dan comes off the bench after sitting and delivers a nice offense. And then yesterday, Max came off the bench and dominated as libero. So the
nice problem to have. Except when you got the next camp to choose from.
Yeah, but it's not a problem because we're trying to drive the level and drive the group. And, you know, I would rather be in the situation of USA, Poland, France, where I've got thousands of players to pick from. But, you know, these guys are doing amazing. And they're, you know, there was a guy came up to us yesterday and said, I want to try out for the junior national team. And we said last night, you're doing your job, you're inspiring the next generation. And that's all we can really ask for. And they're such good ambassadors and such good athletes that, yeah, we've already got 16, 17-year-olds that are wanting to come into the programme. We're doing our job.
Well, you've done a great job this week. Obviously, you'll be delighted to take the title home. But what's next for the national team?
Yeah, I think the winning the competition's excellent, but it's just a step in our journey. Over the summer, we've got under-22 European qualifiers, and again, that's why we're blooding some of these young guys. But it's going to be a step up, big time. But we're trying to expose them to that level. Hopefully, we go back to Nordic Cup in August. It was a really good tournament last year. We loved it. And then we're just looking to get some scrimmage training camps with established mid-tier European teams as they prepare for European Championships. So, busy.
Busy, and obviously a positive building block. I'm sure you're happy. We'll let you go and we'll bring in Sam Peters for a quick word here on the stream. But Simon, congratulations.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it. All the best.
And welcome back to Kettering here with Sam Peters. Sam, is there any better feeling than a monster block to win a national title?
No, you know, I think it's a pretty fun way to, you know, everyone dreams of that, is to get the last block. And I was sitting on the bench there before coming in for that last rotation, thinking, what if it could be me? And it happened to be me. But you know, it's just credit to the work that everyone's done, I think.
And obviously, just chatting with head coach Simon Loftus there, but talk about how competitive this cycle's been. Obviously, you've got a great middle rotation, obviously weapons on the outside, but you know you've had to come in and earn your court time.
Yeah, definitely. You know, yesterday in the match in the morning, I wasn't prepared to come in, I think, and after the first rotation, I got subbed off and kind of got the kick in the butt for that, and you know, had to lock back in a bit. But it's so great to have competition and to be pushed by your teammates and, you know, the guys that you trust. You can trust the people that are going to come in and do the job around you. So, you know, that's the competitive environment that we really push for in our gym, and yeah, it's been awesome.
And obviously the variety, what you've been able to do offensively, important, but so remember you really didn't have setters during most of the prep. So how big was that adjustment, but how much has it showed the testament of the setters coming in, both Noah and Dan, to be able to just deliver diverse offense and really give you guys a chance to attack with pace and power? Yeah, you know,
we had a camp last weekend and Noah was out sick. And so for him to come in and still trust that we could do the job, and us have the trust in him that he could find us. And, you know, a couple of the first sets in the first day were a little rough here and there, but that's how it's going to go. And when we connected, it was money. So it's testament to him and the trust that we have in each other and that he can have in us. And then same with Dan, you know, to get the youth into the program. And it's fun. I'm sure it's fun for them to play with big players. And it's fun for us to see how, you know, the youth's growing and to keep growing in the country, yeah.
And obviously for you, a chance to look ahead now, going back to Nottingham, get ready for the second half of Super League. What's the goals and expectations going into the second half, or really 2025 as a whole?
Yeah, Super League expectations definitely just to know make that Final Four, and we're hoping to push and get that win, and there's so many great teams, on display this weekend. So many great players that we have to compete against. So really excited now. It's fun to come to these things and play with them when they're on your team. But now you got to play them against the net. I got to go play Nathan against the net. I got to go play all these guys against the net. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. But yeah, we're really excited, hoping to push for that win for sure.
Obviously, we'll see you here with the Volleyball England team on Super League Live in February. I know you're hosting that one, but for now, we'll let you go, and congratulations on the Five Nations title.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.